Welcome to the Yarmouth Frame Shop Gallery Conversations. Tonight we're going to talk with Sandi St. George. She's a mosaic artist, and this is some of her work. And Sandi's going to tell us a little bit about it.
Well, when I moved to Maine in 1994, I was primarily a pen and ink artist, all black and white. I lived in Atlanta for 20 years, did houses and architectural drawings, and then I moved to the ocean in Maine. And everything changed. So I actually lived in a wonderful place that I could walk the beach all the time and had time to do it. And the whole idea of the ocean and the colors, just like, I still do black and white, but it's like, I want to do something else. So I picked up beach things. I was totally fascinated by what you found on the beach, and the shells and the sea glass and all that, and I kept bringing them, picking them together, and then I broke things. And it's like, oh, we could use that. And then other people broke things. And they started bringing them to me. And I said, yeah, I think I'm going to try this. Yeah. And I love the puzzle idea. Mm-hmm. And so all these things, and I had this little seasonal gallery in Harpswell. And I kind of put the word out, I'm doing mosaics. If you break something, bring it over. So buckets came, buckets and buckets of stuff.
I was just going to ask how much of this is in your studio now. I mean, you have a lot of...
Right. So I still have this wonderful lobster guy in Harpswell that has a barn full of my stuff that I couldn't get to Portland now that I live there. But I have, my yard is lined up with buckets of things, and people still bring me broken stuff. And it's kind of cool because they break something that's kind of dear to them.
Yeah.
And if they know it might be art,
exactly.
That makes it better.
Oh, that really is meaningful for someone. They could go, oh, that's my piece.
Right.
Yeah.
So I did do a piece that's on here that was a huge funky fish that I was working on in my studio in the gallery. And someone came in and said, oh, those are my pieces. It's my children's dishes. It's and she bought this big old funky fish. It was history for her.
Yeah.
So I love the idea.
Conversation piece.
Right. I love the idea of taking broken bits of whatever we have and making something,
And do you work on one at a time or several pieces at a time?
No, I do one at a time.
One at a time.
Yeah. So So I love the fish. I think fish are just funky anyway. They're just funky looking. So that was kind of my theme for a while. And then my husband wrote a book about the extinction of the ivory-billed woodpecker.
That's Phil Hose.
Hammering to
to
get the pieces, but I work them like a puzzle. I don't clip and make it just right. Mm-hmm. I want it free form.
Yeah, so you just kind of crack it and hope that it's the right.
Right, and just work it like a puzzle. Look at the pieces laid out. It's like, oh, that'll work.
Yeah, and obviously any size. I know you do some really big pieces, and there's some really small ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And different themes. You've got like a tree thing going down here with the night sky and the fish, and so where do you get those ideas from? Is that just something that comes to you, or you see the pieces?
Of course, and I did totally fish for a long time, and I thought, well, and then Phil wrote the book, and I did that, and then this is called Broken Heart of Me, about the earth. And with the broken heart down there, and so kind of whatever hits me.
Strikes your fancy.
Yeah, like fish that come out of the wall now. It's like I'm trying to think of
that sounds really fun.
3D fish.
Yeah,
So working on that. It's like the next thing.
Well, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. Well, you'll be the first.
You'll be in the gallery, so you'll be able to see it too. Thank you, Sandi.
Thank you.